So talk to me about, um, in terms of like the science behind sleep. Tell me about kind of the different sleep stages, what's going on in the brain, and what needs to actually happen in order to get a restful night's sleep.
So this is why it's one of the last frontiers. You know, when I think of the frontiers, I think of outer space, the microbiome, and human consciousness. And sleep is part of human consciousness that we really still don't fundamentally understand. We only really dissected the four main stages of sleep about 70 years ago when we identified REM. I mean, we knew about dreaming for a while, but really the physiological aspects of sleeping in REM, where you're paralyzed and your eyes are moving around your head in rapid eye movement and you're dreaming. Um, what points to how much we don't understand about this, in part, is the fact that Americans have four stages of sleep. Europeans, if you follow how they classify sleep, they actually have five. They have an extra distinction between phases of deep sleep, essentially. But now, when you really look at some of the nuances of sleep, when you do some big data analysis with machine learning, some researchers have said that there's as many as 19 stages of sleep. And even within the stages of sleep, there's quite a bit of features and complications as well. And that really is showing how complicated sleep is. But generally speaking, what we do know is it follows this pattern: light sleep, deep sleep, light sleep, REM, throughout the course of the night. When you start out the cycles, you usually get more deep sleep. And then later on, you usually get more REM. And the main theory for why we sleep is something called the Synaptic Homeostasis Hypothesis, which is kind of a mouthful and sounds really complicated and sciencey, but really all it is during the day, we have all this excitatory connections. And in order to process that information such that we're not remembering everything we don't need to remember, you sort of down-regulate and recover your body in deep sleep. And then you replay those events from the day that are relevant to your survival in REM, and you integrate those into your long-term consciousness and personality. So that's not my theory. That's a famous researcher named sorry if I say the name wrong, Tononi, from the University of Wisconsin. And that's kind of the cutting edge science, but there's a lot more that we're discovering even the last 10 years that I'd love to tell you more about.